I raise my hands in the dead of night, asking God for a better life. And I know that He'll be there in the moment. His mercy's not equivalent, magnificent and infinite, the one I'll always turn to when I'm broken. Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Audra Siddiqui and welcome to the 7th day of the Ilahi Kids Ramadan program. I hope you are enjoying this blessed month of Ramadan. I would like to share with you what happened today. Today I was in a bit of a dilemma. Every day of Ramadan, my mom gives my sister and me a topic to think about. Today, our topic was gratitude. She asked us to write down a list of 10 things we were grateful for. We had until iftar to complete it. I had a very hard time. Maybe because I didn't know where to start. What am I grateful for? What is gratitude really? I mean, I say thank you all the time. So I sat for a while thinking. First, I thought, well, I'm grateful for my family and friends. I'll write that down. My room? Yeah, I'll write that down too. Then I thought, come on, there has to be more than this. After a little while, I decided to go back to my mom. I told her that I'm having a hard time writing my list. She said she would give me a clue. Then she read this hadith to me. The Prophet, peace be upon him, once said, "He who eats and gives thanks will have the reward of he who fasts purely for the sake of Allah. He who gives thanks and enjoys good health will have the same reward of him who practices patience in his illness." My first thought was, how is that a clue? I must have chuckled out loud though, because she told me to listen again and pay attention to the details. She said it again. I decided to write it down in my notebook. I read over it a few times. So food and health are things to be grateful for? Oh, like that amazing pizza my mom made for iftar last night, I thought, adding those two to my list. I looked down at my list. Family, friends, my room, food, and health. Only 5 things. I still had half my list to write. I decided to take a break. I went outside to enjoy some sunshine, and it was not too hot, thankfully. Then I thought, oh, I'm grateful for the nice weather. Now I have 6 things. I am so going to beat Samana, I thought. Oh, Samana is my older sister, by the way. She's always beating me in everything. She can run faster and ice skate better than me too. I decided to go see how many things she had on her list. I went and knocked at her door. She told me I could come in. I sat down next to her. Then I asked, "Sister, how many things do you have on your list?" She told me that she hasn't had a chance to start because she is studying for her test. My sister is really smart too. My dad helps us a lot with schoolwork. He tells us all the time that education is a blessing. I told Samana, "Isn't school a blessing and something to be grateful for?" She agreed and thanked me for giving her that idea. I now had 7 things on my list, only 3 more to go. Later in the day, I was sitting in the living room with my grandmother while she was quietly reciting her daily Quran. I waited until she finished and placed her Quran down on the table next to her. I walked over to her and asked, "Grandma, what are you grateful for?" She looked down at her Quran and said, "I'm so grateful for my faith, my dear." She opened her Quran to one of the many pages she had marked and recited this ayah. "Inna hadaynahu sabila imma shakira wa imma kafura." We showed him, man, the way. Whether he be grateful or ungrateful rests on his will. I guess I should be grateful for being a Muslim, I thought. Then I thanked her for the help. I wrote faith down on my list. Well, there I was, with 2 more things missing from my list. I had until iftar time to finish it, and I was still struggling with things on my own. to think of things on my own. Why am I having such a hard time with this? I thought. Do you guys have a hard time thinking of things you are grateful for? Yeah, it's not easy. It's not because I don't have so many blessings to be thankful for. Maybe it's because I do have so much to be thankful for. Okay, then I really had to sit down and think hard about the last two. I wrote and erased several times. My dad saw me sitting at the kitchen table. He walked over and put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Hey son, what are you writing there?" I told him about my list and that I was struggling. He sat down and asked if he could help. I really wanted to finish before iftar, so I said that he could. He read my list and thought for a while. He said, "Sometimes we have to look at gratitude from a different direction. Have you heard of the story about the 2 seeds written by Sister Maryam?" I shook my head and he told me the story. I'd like to share it with all of you. Once upon a time, there were 2 seeds deep in the ground. They were going to become big and tall trees. One day, they sprouted out of the ground. All around them, they saw mountains and green meadows and birds singing to welcome them. Little by little by little they grew, but the sprouts thought that they weren't growing fast enough, and this made them angry. They started to complain about everything around them. "Why are we still so small?" they said. "Why is it always so hot in here?" they whined. The wise Mr. Owl had been watching them whine and complain. He came up to them one day and said, "You know, Allah has asked us to be thankful to Him and for the things around us. If you are thankful to Him, He will give you more." "But we are sick of being so small," said one of the sprouts. "Trust me, just be thankful, and things will change," Mr. Owl said as he flew away. One of the sprouts started thinking about what Mr. Owl said. "I think he has a point. Let's try it," he said. The other sprout did not want to listen to him. "Be thankful? For what? That sounds boring." He continued to complain and whine. When the cloud came to rain over him, he said, "Go away, cloud. I hate getting wet." But the sprout that was learning to be thankful said, "Come, little cloud. You can rain over me. This will be good for my roots." When the sun came out, the whining sprout said, "It's so hot in here. I need some shade." But the thankful sprout said, "Alhamdulillah, for the light and heat from the sun. This will help me grow." Soon, the thankful sprout was growing and becoming greener and greener until it was a full-grown, lush tree. All the birds and animals in the meadow loved it. The whining tree grew too, but didn't become as strong, nor as green, and its branches began to wilt. He asked the green tree, "How did you become so big and green? Aren't we the same kind of tree?" The green tree said, "Yes, we are. Remember when Mr. Owl said to be thankful, no matter what? Well, I became thankful, and Allah made me big and strong and green." "Oh," said the weak tree, regretful. "I'll start being thankful too, and then, maybe, I'll become big and strong like you." "Inshallah," said the green tree. After my dad told me the story, he explained that sometimes we have to be grateful for things that we don't necessarily like homework, for example, or cleaning our room. I thought about this for a while. So, things that are hard are things we should be grateful for because they make us stronger and better like the green tree? Once I thought about gratitude this way, I was able to write a list that had more than 10 things. And through this, I learned something new today, even though it was hard and I struggled a lot. I am grateful for the lesson. I really hope you also start thinking of gratitude in this way. And guess what? I beat my sister! Stay tuned for our Ramadan activity. Until next time, stay blessed. Khud Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Thank you for joining me once again for tonight's activities. We'll be making cupcake toppers. These are really fun and really easy to make and very easy. And we can make these for any goodies you have. You can do it for cupcakes, for muffins, for cookies, for macaroons, for anything you have. And we just need a few simple things. I found these online. They're for free. They're just like different printables for Eid or saying Ramadan Mubarak or for anything you guys want. And I'm gonna stick them on cardstock so that they're a bit heavier and more durable. And then I got a box for my baked goods and my baked goods. So let's get started. Okay guys, so for tonight, we're just gonna, what I do is I cut these out. Okay, they're really easy, okay? And you just cut them out like that so that you just give your tag some space. And you can use glue stick, you can use anything that you have, glue to glue it down, and then just trace it. You'll need tape as well so that you can tape the toothpicks to the back of this, so that we can stick it into our baked goods. Okay, and I have to get my tape. Okay, so I got my tape. So we're gonna just go ahead and you can use double-sided tape. You can use anything you guys have to stick it on. And then what you want to do is you want to take your toothpick, just turn it over, okay? Take your piece of tape and stick it right on top of that, just like this. I'm going to trim all the white because I don't like it. I want it to look a little bit more finished, like so, and just like that, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to stick it in. So you can do it for your cupcake, your muffins, anything you have. And I found this really beautiful box. It's a pastry box. I thought it would look really nice for this. And it doesn't want to go in. It's supposed to be easy assembly. There we go. Just get this side in. There we go. Okay. And I got this box at Michael's. I thought it was really nice for our baked goods. And you just go ahead and you plop your baked good in there, just like that. Okay, with your little, with the tag, just like so. And then you close it. Okay. Okay, just like so. It's very beautiful. And I found this really beautiful ribbon that I wanted to use. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just give her an extra touch of love for our friends and family this Ramadan. May Allah bless you all and all that you're doing and accept all your du'as and fasting. Thank you for joining me once again for our activities. Inshallah, I will see you soon. Fi amalillah.
I raise my hands in the dead of night, asking God for a better life. And I know that He'll be there in the moment. His mercy's not equivalent, magnificent and infinite, the one I'll always turn to when I'm broken. Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya